Hello, I'm live on Sunday night. Hey, Luke, how's it going? You remember the train station names? Batman, then all stations to Upfield. For those who don't, well, the reference to Batman was because I named this live stream after Batman because it's Parents' Day, and of course, Batman wouldn't like Parents' Day. Luke's referring to Batman Station. For those who don't know, the white colony of Melbourne was more or less founded by a guy called John Batman, who actually wanted to call it Batmania, which would have been an interesting. Or he actually just wanted the town to be called Batman, which would have been funny down the line if we lived in a place called Batman. Hey, John, doing well. How are you? So, but there are a few places in and around Melbourne named after John Batman. We have Batman Hill, there's Batman train station. So you do see the name Batman around. I'm just adjusting my laptop. The name Batman around Melbourne a bit. And that's why. He was the colonizer who started white settlement here. Fox of Fate, hello. It is actually the first time in forever. Hello. Megaleech, hello to you too. A musical aviator. John, you've got messed up feet. That's not good. I was running a bit late. I was early. And then I remembered a couple of things and ran around, and time got away from me, so I didn't even mix my drink before coming on my now standard lemonade and blood orange. And hello, Stella and Locust Trooper. That's the Billy Joel song. The regular crowd shuffles in, except it's a Sunday, not a Saturday. And I shan't be playing the piano as I have no musical talent. I have no singing talent either, but that won't necessarily stop me from bursting into song and inflicting it on you. And Abigail, hello and welcome. Oh, I'm glad your feet are improving, John. It really sucks if you miss it. Fox, you tried the macadamia liqueur back on there. Pretty good in the cocktail made it. Nice. What cocktail did you make up? Mac lends itself to so many things. Like even just an old fashioned with a splash, like half a shot of Mac in it, is really good. It's a fine bev. What have I been up to? Like just going around being a sexy beast, really. Just continuing life as normal, drifting along, not doing much of anything, because there's not much anything we can do, just hanging around the house. So, Fox, you mixed it with vodka, coca leaf liqueur, agave syrup. That sounds great. That sounds really good. I mean, the vodka's just in there for the drunkening, but the flavors of the coca leaf liqueur and the Mac, I think, would probably go well together. And agave is a good sweetener. I have some agave syrup. I have plain old sugar syrup. I have the stuff I made with the fruit peel, oleo saccharum. So it's like a fruit oil infused sugar syrup. Gives a little bit of citrus zing, which is nice. Coming back later? Cool. Nice. Cool. Yeah, I have. I mean, there's probably more than one coca leaf liqueur. There's one that I see in the shops called Agua, Agwa. There's probably others. Locust Trooper, I did not hear about the Perth AFL crowd COVID fuck up. But I think COVID fuck-ups are going to have... 20 people who went to the AFL got COVID. Oh, dear. Abigail's been playing 3.5-hour game of Terraforming Mars. Wow. That does sound epic. Oh, nice. Fox, you should do 30 mils of 3 alcohols. Need to get ratios quick. Agua de Bolivia. Yeah, I saw an interesting thing because there are some classic cocktails that are equal parts. And I saw some interesting advice from a dude. It's a bar dude. I think he might have been a distiller as well. He's saying when you're doing that three equal parts thing, because that's the traditional way to do a particular recipe, don't be scared to mix it up and decide, no, you know what? I'm going to make one the hero. Like, so instead of 30, 30, 30, pick one that's, the hero of the cocktail and make it somewhere between 45 and 60 mils, so 1.5 to 2 ounces, and drop the other ones down to 15 or 20 mils, like half an ounce or so, and see the difference. Because that will make a very different drink. So, like, Perth's going to be the new Melbourne. It's super fucking easy for COVID cases to get out of control. New South Wales has been dancing on a razor's edge for a couple of weeks, and they look like they might have just got tabs on what's happening, but it's a really good illustration of shit can get out of hand really quickly. Like, honestly, you saw the way there was that bit of outbreak in New South Wales and they all freaked out and tried to stamp it down. If Melbourne hadn't had the, comparatively bad outbreak that we've had, I don't think anyone would have been prepared for a resurgence. And it would have happened in New South Wales because they wouldn't have imposed strict enough controls quickly enough. Because they wouldn't have taken it seriously. But yeah. Look, you reckon Adelaide Oval, you were social distancing, then they end up standing in a full train. Yep. Public transport, I have not been on for a long time, for months. Peak hour public transport anyway. I have been on a tram in the city a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, the idea of getting on a crowded train or tram is a fucking nightmare as far as I'm concerned. Not looking forward to ever being in an environment where I have to do that again. Just doesn't seem like a good deal. But, c'est la vie, as the French want to say. That's life, and we've just got to deal with it. Yeah, we'll either get on top of this shit or not, be the US, where, yes, things just continue to get worse. So, yeah, we shall see, I guess, what ends up happening. So what's the US up to? Like 4 or 5 days in a row of over 1,000 deaths a day, and the number of cases being reported each day is kind of stable. I mean, it's in a really big range, but they're a big population. They've been getting between like 60 and 80,000 new cases a day for a while. They've been testing out the wazoo, and the positive test rate is staying about the same, 8%, which suggests they've done so much testing and got such a consistent positive rate. It's reasonable to extrapolate that that's probably an estimate of the infection rate in the overall population, namely around 8%. Somewhere between, in all probability, somewhere between 8 and 10% of the US has the coronavirus. So that is about 3 million people. Wait, how many confirmed cases have they? No, 30 million. What was I thinking? Yeah, they've got 4 million of the world's 16 million confirmed cases. It's reasonable to look at the test rate and say that it's more likely the actual number of infected people in the US is about 30 million. Being 4 million positive tests, but the percentage rate of positive tests has been so consistent, it's not unreasonable to extrapolate somewhere between 8 and 10% of the population has the virus. So that actually means about 30 million people in the US have the coronavirus, and they're dancing their merry way to 150,000 confirmed deaths, which is probably significantly understated. In fact, there's probably a lot of people died that they don't realize the Rona was what got them or put them in a position to be got. So that's fun, isn't it? Hey, Invisible Chicken, how are you? Yes. Locust Trooper, Japan became the 4th country to have 0 new cases in a month. Did they really? I have not been paying attention. I know Vietnam. Well, Vietnam has always claimed to have had 0 deaths. I honestly don't know how accurate that is, but yes, the government of Vietnam put the controls in place that certainly, for the part of the world, considering they share a border with China, they really kept it under control. You know, no, actually, I don't think I will. I was going to say something and I changed my mind. That's okay. Is Aidsy going to join the stream, John? I don't know. I have not heard from him for a couple of days. He was in on Thursday and was not too sprightly. So I actually sent him to bed after about half an hour because his fatigue and sleep deprivation was getting him. Invisible Chicken, you're watching the Sean McAuliffe on the Source series. How was it? Those who don't know, Sean McAuliffe is an Australian comedian, TV presenter. He's very funny. And he is a teetotaler. Hasn't imbibed the alcohol for like 30, 40 years, I think. And he decided to do a little travel around Australia and find out why Australians do drink so much. Very interesting. Something like, what I reckon, there's so many stupid people in the USA. Not so much that they're stupid, but indoctrinated. There is something deeply wrong about the indoctrination that happens in the US. That whole manifest destiny thing they have is fucked up. Kirsten, hello, and good evening. Good to see you on the stream. And I haven't drawn attention to it by the fact no one's mentioned it. I'm dressed. I'm clearly going to make a cocktail video tonight. I've got the first of, and only one so far, actually. But I've got the first of this week's cocktail ideas ready, because in a couple of days, I think it's Tuesday. Yes, it's Peruvian Independence Day, and Peru's national beverage is pisco. Could do a pisco sour, but everyone does pisco sours. We find a whole bunch of other ones. The sour is good. I'm not dissing the sour. I'm looking on the Difford's page. They've got a collection of pisco recipes. Thinking of their pisco punch or a bell ringer. Let's see what that is. Yes, like a stripper, I think Americans do go on about this freedom thing too much, quite honestly. John, you have a story of somewhat AZ week and a half to share with him. Look, when he's back, we'll get you into share a story. Invisible Chicken, it was really good. Doesn't completely put down alcohol. Oh yeah, no. The societal damage alcohol does is immense. The health costs associated with alcohol abuse, the violence, the family collapses, just the social and actual fiscal cost of alcohol abuse is really significant, and a very big chunk of the Australian population is deeply in denial about it. Luke, more costly than weed. Well, let's say the number of confirmed deaths because of cannabis use is 0. I do a quick search, alcohol deaths Australia. 2017, 1,366 registered alcohol-induced deaths. So about 5 people per 100,000 population die as a result of alcohol abuse every week. Not every week, every year in Australia. So it's a fairly consistent average, 5 per 100,000. You want to watch Western Show? Yeah, well, I guess it's ABC. It's once a week for the old Sean Michaela. Invisible Chicken, you actually did a finals paper on freedom in America. That's an interesting thing to look at. So what's actually in a pisco bell ringer? Apricot brandy, Peruvian pisco, lemon juice, bitters. So it's basically just, that's a sour with brandy. Okay. Okay, so it was invented by a dude called Jim Maloney, published a book in 1903 called How to Mix Drinks, and he patented the name bell ringer. That's a cocktail that's served in a glass, rinsed with apricot brandy. So it's like, here's this drink. If I rinse the drink in apricot, if I rinse the glass in apricot brandy before making the drink, it becomes a bell ringer. Yeah. So that's basically just a pisco sour with that. Not that interested. But what's this? Difford's Pisco Punch is, I'm not putting cloves in it. Pisco, pineapple, orange, lemon, sugarcane, topped with champagne. I'm not going to do that. It's topped with champagne. Wait, here's a different Pisco Punch recipe. What's in this one? Orange, pineapple, Peruvian pisco, pineapple marinade syrup. So that's literally just pisco, marinate some pineapples, and top with soda or sparkling water. Yeah. There you go. You can do that. Locust Tripper, your business partner, mum boyfriend made over 20,000 sales. Nice. Oh, yes, your car cup holders. Good job, man. Create something that people need. Nice. Excellent work. John, you think a Prince Albert is in what exactly? That's it. In without context, that is a very questionable sentence. For those who don't know, one of the meanings of Prince Albert is a penis piercing. So, yikes is all I've got to say. I know some people are really into it. It doesn't have even a passing interest for me, quite honestly. Like not even a tiny bit of interest for me. Strictly Sega, hello and good evening. I'm still trying to decide which Pisco drink I'm going to make. In the morning, mix following in a large container: pineapple gum syrup, distilled water, lemon juice, and Pisco. Oh, that's right. That's the one with the cocaine. So let's put pineapple cubes, cover with gum arabic, and seal. What exactly is gum arabic? Solution of sugar and gum arabic in water. Sometimes used in cocktails to prevent the sugar from crystallizing. So that's sugar syrup. Sugar syrup with an additive. Okay. So I could make this one, put pineapple cubes in sugar syrup for a day. And put that in the Pisco punch with cocaine. Omega Leech, sorry, you like yours. I assume we're talking about piercings there. Locust Trooper, you can see it as the business. Got to get a good accountant, buddy. Got to get a good accountant. Maximize your profits, minimize your outgoings. Oh gosh, Strictly Sega, you're fighting with people over coon cheese. Strictly Sega, people who've accepted racism for a long time really don't like having attention drawn to the fact they've just been blithely accepting racism. They get extremely defensive. They won't admit that it's racism that's driving their attitude, but they really don't. They really don't like having it drawn to their attention that they've just been blithely accepting racism. Fox, you come up to hear me mentioning adding cocaine. Well, that's the thing. In this, apparently, traditionally, in this Peruvian drink, it had a cocaine in it. Like a stripper going to build a second unit in the backyard, dude. Why not? Build the empire. Oh yes. Nice use of emojis, Mega Leech, in regards to Prince Albert. They literally said that, Strictly Sega. Crackers. Oh my god. The defense for coon cheese is this crackers. Yes, it's ignoring the power imbalance in institutional racism and the fact that calling a white person a cracker has never been able to hurt them. I don't know. Those people that you're arguing with are just openly racist, and they're not worth wasting time on. But by all means, if you're invested in it, go for it. Okay, what else? A Dulcian cocktail, vintage cocktail, Pisco, Grand Marnier, apricot brandy. What is it with apricot brandy? Ooh, but okay, I could improvise this. So Pisco, orange cognac liqueur. I'd use orange curacao. Apricot brandy. Just use brandy. Lime cordial. Grenadine. Chilled water. What do I have? I have Dom and I have, yep, no. For a second I thought, maybe I do have Grand Marnier, but no. I was thinking of little bottles and I don't. Could do orange curacao and a brandy. Because it's cognac liqueur. Yeah, I could just do brandy. No, okay, maybe not that one. I don't know. Luxury. Oh, making masks will be a big seller for some time to come, man. You've come up with a good business to make money in the pandemic. More power to you, man. Yeah, strictly Sega, that sort of shit will make you angry. Definitely come here to vent and get it out of your system. Yes, John, the cracker thing is fairly pathetic. What was interesting is an Australian researcher delved into it. Like, the defenders of the name always go, it's named after its inventor, which is a complete lie. And it's actually quite easy to prove that's a complete lie. The guy whose name was Kuhn, who they cite in that, he patented a process for making cheese, a particular process in the US, sometime after the product Kuhn was on the market. And I'd like some further independent verification of this, but this researcher says that he found records that show the name Kuhn was a racist joke, Kuhn cheese, because it was originally packaged wrapped in black wax, and that's why it was called Kuhn cheese. And then they changed it to a red wax, and it was called Red Kuhn for a while. And then they stopped doing it, and they started wrapping it in plastic. But they kept the name Kuhn. That bit I'd like additional verification of, but it's actually quite easy to prove the line that it was named after its inventor is a complete fucking lie. And the fact that they came up with that lie suggests very strongly they know the racist origins of the name and they're trying to hide it. Abigail, you got a few masks from a local maker? There is money in it. Mrs. Angry's been making masks here. I've got some of those paper surgical masks been using. Mrs. Angry's making some out of fabric. So Megaleech, Rob Sheridan's been making a killing with movie masks. Oh, I've been served ads for so many goddamn masks on Facebook. It's like, hey, here's someone from Melbourne. Let's send them mask ads. Ekilia, there was also stamps of an ape or something, the black wax ones. That may be correct. That's not one I've seen. But yes, I would really like if someone could independently verify that bit about the original marketing of Kuhn cheese. But yes, you can safely and comfortably say the line about it being named after its maker is a fucking lie. And the fact that they've come up with a lie really strongly suggests they know the racist origins of the name. So I have to admit, it has always made me laugh to see. I think I originally saw it when Vine was around, Vine videos. You probably see it on TikTok now, or even just pictures, memes, and Tumblr stuff of Americans visiting Australia, particularly Black Americans, standing in front of a display in an Australian supermarket of Coon cheese and just standing there going, what the fuck? It's just, oh my God. It's a worry. It's a worry how aggressively Australians will defend racism. Hardly unique. You see it in the US with the Confederate statues and the people trying to claim they're not symbols of racism. It's really fucking weird. Look, what would be good to sell on eBay right now? In terms of your 3D Maker stuff, that's an interesting question to pose. What are people doing? I think anything that's like a stand for a phone or a webcam, because everyone's doing video meetings now. Anything that makes video meetings easier. And I don't know how I don't have anything more precise than that. But if there was something you do as a stand for a phone or for a webcam, I think that would be a thing. John, you've been wearing a long sleeve tee. Used to wear clay mill where you worked. Has a built-in dust mask. Nice. Good show for coffee. Well, obviously, yeah, skivvies. You do get. There's a range of apparel that has, polo necks. You can bring them up over your mouth and nose, and that qualifies. Kirsten, you're having that problem with the mask in the back of your ears. I don't have that with the surgical mask I have, and I know, but that's a common problem. Yeah, I think I've do searches for how to stop a mask hurting my ears. Like, I'll do a search now. How to stop you know what auto completed? How to stop drinking alcohol. Fuck off, Google. How to stop a mask from hurting your ears. It does auto complete to that. There we go. How to stop a mask from on health.com. Try these genius hacks. Yeah, there's one that's got a clip that you put around the back. A headband with buttons. Yeah. Yeah, baseball cap with buttons on it. Scrub cap with buttons. Or a non-elastic mask. But yeah, seriously, just do a Google search on how to... My God, then that site tried to push at me 20 foods to help you poop. Okay, cool. Yes, even a scarf is accepted. Just something that wraps around and covers your mouth and nose. But yeah, Kirsten, for the ears thing, just do a Google search on how to stop a mask from hurting my ears and see if any of the suggestions would work for you. You have a paperclip that catches in your ear. Yeah, look it up because there's a few suggestions. And one of them might work for you. The other one is a different type of mask, one that actually doesn't have an elastic around your ears. But that's the most common type of mask. Mask clip. Yes, Kirsten, good point. Locust Trooper, do the same. Do the lookup on, a clip for masks to stop them hurting your ears. That might be a good seller as well. Yeah. That would definitely be a winner, man. Do that. Pisco cocktails. What do we got? Andean Dusk. Club cocktail. Cognac. Maraschino. Pineapple juice and pastries. That actually sounds pretty good. Double grape. Mosquito. A Paddington Bear Martini. Oh, it's got marmalade. That's cute. Ooh. Pisco, marmalade, dry gin, and Bianco vermouth. Peruvian elder sour, pisco, elderflower, liqueur, and lime juice. Nice. Pinchuncho martini, pisco, sweet vermouth, and sugar syrup. Epini, pisco. Ooh, pisco, cognac, white creme de cacao, and sugar. Damn. Ooh, I'm tempted with the one with white creme de cacao. A peenie. That's like what little kids call their penises. My peenie. John, you were thinking of wearing a full face motorbike helmet down the street. Yeah, do it Daft Punk style. Why not? Oh, but yeah, that's a good one. There's some people 3D print those mask clips and donate them to the hospitals in the UK. Nice. Locust Trooper, I don't know what the measurements would be either. I reckon you'll find them online. You'll find designs or suggestions for measurements online because it seems to be a thing people need. What's the Peony cocktail? 1 2/3 fluid ounces of Peruvian pisco. 5/12. Like, get your fucking hand off it. I swear to God, when I see a cocktail recipe that says use 5/12 of an ounce, get your fucking hand off it, you wanker. Say half a fucking ounce. Who the fuck can measure a 1/12 of an ounce, let alone taste the difference 1/12 of an ounce makes? For fuck's sake. Like, that's about 2 mils, 2.5 mils. A 1/12 of an ounce is 2.5 mils. Who the fuck can measure that or taste that in a cocktail? Ugh, just being a wanker. So Peruvian pisco, cognac, white creme de cacao, sugarcane syrup. Maybe that one. Oh, have I printed the 3D file? No, I don't have a 3D printer. And the libraries, there was a library where I could have done it, but the libraries have closed, so I haven't had the opportunity. Yes, Abigail, exactly. What is this? A cocktail recipe for ants? What the hell? Metric system confusing you, John. Oh well, that's understandable. I reckon I might make this one though, the Peony. I could do one of my comparison videos, double fist it, because it says to use a VSOP cognac, which I think is really wanky. But I could make two. I could make one with a cognac and one with and just a brandy, an Australian brandy, and see A, if I can tell the difference, B, if I prefer one over the other. Yeah, that actually sounds like fun. I might do that. I think I know what I'm doing. Oh, that's true, but I like the file. I really appreciate you making the file. I just haven't been in a position to do it. Oh, John, sorry, that was an Archer quote. See, over my head, man. Haven't watched Archer in a while. I think the last 2 seasons I haven't seen properly. Just weird because I'm quite a fan of Archer. It's just, I don't know, things conspired that I didn't sit down and watch the whole season. And I haven't been watching that much TV in this strange time of ours, because I've been doing a lot of time every night doing this. So I can't really often settle down. I might be watching something tomorrow night. So yeah, maybe not doing a live stream tomorrow night. Lucas Trooper, is there any changes you want me to do to the picture? No. I don't know that much about 3D printing, man, quite honestly. John, yeah, I've watched the first 5 seasons of Archer pretty religiously, in as much as I think I've seen every episode multiple times. But certainly the last 2 seasons of Archer I haven't watched all of. They've just been doing this thing for the last few seasons where Archer's in a coma and they're doing his dreams as the season. So they're all weird themed, fantastic things. Annette, hello. Yes, Heidi ho, internet neighbors. I've just decided what I'm doing cocktail video wise. I haven't done a direct comparison of ingredients for a little while. I think that will be fun. What do I need for this one? I need pisco, brandy, white creme de cacao, and sugar syrup. Oh, just the littlest 1/6 of a fluid ounce of. That's annoying me as well. 1/6. Okay, a quarter I can do. A 1/6 is actually quite hard to measure. Wait, where's my little measuring cup? I don't think it's really meant for cocktails, but it measures really small amounts. Down to 5 mils. It is a mini Cook's measure, so it is for cooking. I think I should rinse it. It's been sitting there. God knows how much dust or grimes landed in it. I'd be poisoning myself. So if I change that to mils, how much is that? 5 mils. I thought so. 5 mils or 7.5 mils. I'll just do a quarter of an ounce. Now, mate, okay. I'll measure it in this, but 12.5 mils. Well, okay. Honestly, I could in this because the measurements are small enough. I just go halfway between 10 and 15 mils. John, yeah, I guess we could do join in the stream thingy. Oh, that was absolutely the wrong thing for me to click on there. Invite. I don't know who else is in the mood to join the stream, but I paste the link right there. For anyone who wants to join the Stream EO, that's a thing. Oh, actually, okay. Yeah, Stella, you need a cough mixture thimble for measuring. Well, yeah, that's what this is. Mini Cook's measure for measuring very small amounts. I think I will, as I do it, have a little rant like, shut the fuck up. With your 5/12 of an ounce. Just say half an ounce. No one can tell the difference of 2.5 mils. Maybe that's the comparison I should do. Do one with 12.5 mils and one with 15 mils and see if I taste any difference. Pisco Wars between Chile and Peru. Everyone attributes Pisco to Peru, but apparently Chile also say it's ours. Oh, do I want to get? Oh, who's joining? Fox and Catherine.
Hello.
Isn't working. Hey, Catherine, how are you?
I'm pretty okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Every now and then, though, when I take a deep breath, it feels like I'm getting stabbed in the back.
My camera doesn't seem to be working.
Oh wait, I think I can hear your voice, Fox.
I can hear you, Fox. I just can't see you.
Oh yeah, John, you said apparently the Pisco fight between Chile and Peru is like Australia and New Zealand fighting over pavlova.
That's odd.
Oh yeah. I think they're kind of leaning toward New Zealand these days, but like we'll never actually admit that we didn't do it.
This I've seen some interesting analysis, and I think the first published recipe was definitely in Australia, but also what was published as the recipe has changed a lot over the years. So I don't know.
No, and now I don't have the plague. I think I just pulled my shoulder, and it just every time I take a deep breath, my shoulder blade hurts. So yeah.
Bodies, what good are they? Honestly.
Yeah, like I'm not coughing or spluttering or having trouble breathing, but whenever I take a deep breath, it's like someone stabbed a knife under my shoulder blade.
Yeah, that's a pulled muscle type of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, other than that, I'm all right. So I'll try not to yelp too much.
don't move suddenly.
No, it's not moving. It's like literally
That's breathing. Okay.
taking a deep breath means my shoulder just goes.
Okay. Well, don't breathe too much then. So, Fox, there you are. Hey.
There you are.
Okay, it works.
It's working.
How's your day been, Fox?
How's things in your world, Fox?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a connection happening. That's what we like.
I've been good.
Good. Excellent.
Yeah.
So, what's everyone's Monday?
Yes.
Are you guys working or uni or anything like that tomorrow?
I've got some kind of appointment. I can't remember where, so I should look that up. And then I've gotta go to aerobics class tomorrow night. So
okay, you got a few things on. How about you, Fox?
Shopping day tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. I'm a bit wary of running out of supplies at the moment. Probably unnecessarily. Probably got weeks worth of food in the house, but I see like that shelf in the fridge looks really empty. There shouldn't be empty shelves in the fridge. I need to go and buy some more food.
Are there like 4 people in your house?
It varies between 3 and 5 people in my house.
Yeah, I'm sure there's people to go buy food.
Yes, it's normally me who goes to the supermarket. So it makes Mrs. Angry a bit nervous. So I'm okay with it. I'll go to the supermarket. So
yeah.
Okay, so John's got study tomorrow. Yeah. Invisible Chicken's got uni tomorrow. So we've got things. Mega Leach says you have a Richard David James look going, Fox.
I don't know that, so I think that's a compliment.
He says 5 stars. Yes, he says that's good.
Okay, well, in that case, thank you for the compliment. Though I don't get the reference. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. Now I'm gonna. Every time this guy, I'm on the internet. I'll look it up.
Exactly. Look up.
James. Oh, he's from Aphex Twin. Okay. Okay. Yeah. It's definitely a compliment.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Yeah, yeah. Cool. Okay, excellent. Ugh, I never got to see Aphex Twin. I almost ages ago, and I mean like 90s when they were big. They were playing in Las Vegas when I was in Las Vegas, and I almost went to see them, but I wasn't really there like on a holiday. A family thing. My ex had family in Las Vegas, and we were with her family. And I'm like going, Aphex Twin are playing at this thing, and they were like, I don't like that part of town. I'm going, but it's Aphex Twin, and they're like, I've never heard of Aphex Twin, and I'm like, okay, fine, fuck everyone, whatever.
Yeah. Boo. Don't you hate that when you want to go and do something and you've got no one to go with?
Yeah. The high point was when, my girlfriend's cousin insisted on taking me to a Vegas strip club. And not one of the flashy ones like in the main part of town. It was definitely in a seedy part of town. So it was kind of fun going to a seedy strip club in Vegas.
I mean, in Vegas, you've got to do stuff like that while you're there.
Yeah. Although it was really funny, his girlfriend. Oh, no, sorry. Okay. So the setup was my girlfriend at the time, we were visiting her cousins. She had a male and female cousin, and boys went out to this thing. So me, her male cousin, and her female cousin's boyfriend went to this strip club. And and the female cousin was all sort of, open, liberated, sexy, go for it. And I don't know, something changed while we were out because she was not happy when we came back. But I was surprised at how, because, when I say strip club, it was like lap dancers. And I was surprised. I was surprised at how gropey they were, actually. I thought, oh, fuck me. You tried that in Australia, you would, the cops would be raiding you if there was that much physical contact between the dancers and the clientele. But we got back, and the female cousin saying about her boyfriend, like, he better not have kissed any of them skanky hoes. And I'm like, they don't kiss you. Don't worry about that. He didn't kiss anyone. And she said, just as well. And I said, but you might not want to put your hand on his knee until after he changes pants. So, I'm just, because he had several of the dancers rubbing up against him. So,
yeah, like, all right, do you want to look at that with a black light?
Yeah. Oh, Megaleech says Tassie has hands on strippers. Definitely not here. Okay, it's a very long time since I went. They were all like not Collins Street, King Street in Melbourne. All the sort of tabletop and lap dancing clubs are in King Street in Melbourne. And it's a 20. Wow. Okay. I say things like 20 years and I feel really old, but I think it's actually 20 years since I went to one of them. With and it was one of those things after work too. I am super uncomfortable with being with people I work with in a fucking strip club. I find that really weird. And that's probably why I didn't do it again, because that was no.
Alice Cooper COVID-19.
Oh God, I don't hold out high hopes for Alice Cooper and COVID-19. He's a reactionary dickhead. I used to be.
He did that invisible chicken comment, and I'm like,
yes, no, I saw it. Yeah,
right. I mean, I know I've heard the Sound of Music Do Re Mi ripoff, which wasn't that bad, but I haven't heard many.
Yeah, I didn't know the thing about Alice Cooper actually. I just posted the link in Facebook for John.
Lovely.
So Abigail remembered chatting up a US Marine at a strip club in Brisbane. And the strippers used to get offended if you didn't try to touch them. Well, different laws in different places, I guess. Weirdly, New South Wales and Victoria that probably have the reputation for being racy, Sydney and Melbourne. They've always had the strictest rules about not that the rules were necessarily enforced all the time, but on paper they definitely had the strictest rules about strip clubs. That's a thing. It's just a thing. I don't know. Like I said, that is from my misspent youth, I guess. But yes, yeah, no, it's just kind of like, yeah, I got nothing against it. It's all cool. Do it, go, do it, yeah. I actually know lots of people who've worked in strip clubs as dancers and whatnot, and they're cool. And I was like, cool, it's a thing, so long as it's a safe environment and you get respectful people, then hey, okay, cool. And if it's not your thing, it's cool. You don't go.
Yep.
Okay, Invisible Chicken is saying the Alice Cooper song is pretty good, and it's about uniting against the virus, doesn't discriminate on age. And Alice Cooper may well tell people to be good about COVID because he's definitely in the high risk group. He's getting on in years.
Yep. And you've probably done a lot of drugs.
Yep. I was going to go there, Catherine. You went there first.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Booze and drugs. I think he's probably weakened his immune system with booze and drugs over the years. But yes, he would not want to contract it. He would be at quite high risk, I think.
Yeah.
Now, Sam, now I want to look up. Now I need to know how old Alice Cooper is.
71, I'm going to guess.
You're going for 71?
Yeah.
He was born Vincent Damon Furnier. Okay, cool. He was born in 1948, which makes him 60, 70. Holy cow, how good are you? He's either 71 or 72. Catherine, that was bam.
I really guessed.
That's really good. He's either 71 or 72, yeah. Oh, wait, it says the date. I wouldn't know. Oh, okay, he's 72. But, geez, 71 was a wicked good guess.
Yeah, exactly. Depending on the month of the year he was born, it's like, tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Locust Rashid talked to Uncle Locust about experiences with strip clubs. Oh, dear. Yeah. Yeah, previous generation. I mean, I remember talking to people who worked in the city in like the 70s, and they said it was really like guys who worked like public service in the 70s. They said it was really normal to go to a strip club at lunchtime and get drunk and go back to work after being in a strip club and having knocked back several drinks. It was a different world.
Well, yeah, because that would have been the time before bottle shops, and therefore you had to go to a pub to get drunk.
Absolutely. Hey, John, how's it going?
Hello.
Yeah, can just hear you, I think.
Okay, I'm in the process of getting a good audio set up. I just haven't got time to plug it all in. I'm using my crappy gaming headset.
Oh, no, I can hear you. It's cool.
I'm using my gaming headset. That's what I always use.
I live with Mother Dearest, and can't be too loud sometimes, even though she has the TV extremely loud.
See, I'm trying to be professional. I've got my Blue Yeti microphone. So.
Oh, look out! Look out! That's a nice one.
Watch out, we're going to badass over here.
I went for
How long you had the Blue Yeti?
Sorry?
How long have you had the Blue Yeti?
Oh, how long has this coronavirus been going on? See, time doesn't mean anything anymore.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Couple of months anyway. 2-3 months.
I've got a Rode M1.
Okay.
Because I love Rode. They're a brilliant company. Australian made and owned.
Okay.
And they are slightly better quality a lot of the time and cheaper than their equivalent.
They're not in. I purely got this because it was what was in the shop. Because everything friggin' sold out when working from home started.
Yeah, like I got most of like the last stock of all this that I got, like the interface I got and the microphone at the local music, the good music shop that is in Bendigo. So yeah, I kind of cleared them out.
Yeah, like even a monitor. Like I started working from home about a week before everyone did, like because it was obviously coming, and my workplace had just said, "Oh, if you think working from home is a better idea, you can do that." And my team got together and said, "Yeah, we can all work from home. We'll just have like a daily catch up, over Skype." And so I thought, oh, I could work like from my home computer, but I thought, no, I wanted a completely different setup for work, so I that wouldn't blur between work and home. So I had a work laptop, and I thought, I'm getting another monitor. And I went into just like Officeworks, and they were almost out of monitors. And I went, why are you out of monitors? And he went, oh, in the last week or two, everyone's been coming in. We've sold a year's worth of monitors in a week.
Wow. I've been after a new computer chair because the gas has gone in it because it, it likes to make me think I'm fat. Thank you. It's not even a bit over about a year and a half old.
Yeah.
And the gas has gone already.
Yeah.
And so I want a quality, a pretty decent one, ergonomic one, not the stupid racing chairs I've been getting.
Yeah.
And it's very hard to find here. Because
everyone's
working from home. They're all redoing their rigs.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
everyone bought chairs, desks, laptops,
just everything.
Monitors, microphones. Yep.
I had to replace my chair. Oh, Johnny, you go.
I was just because I'm in the process of slowly redoing my entire desktop rig for 20Punk 77, Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh yeah.
I've been waiting for that since the first trailer.
Yeah, that's the game I've got my eyes on.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, if we get not locked down at some point, Abigail's going to come in because I bought a whole bunch of upgrades for my computer on Abigail's recommendation, and they're all sitting waiting because we got into a much stricter lockdown just as all the parts arrived. So it's like it's probably safest if we wait till things are a bit more under control. But yeah, then I'll have a really amped up rig. So
I've got it's a bit weird for me at the moment. I'm listening to what Mum is watching on the TV, and there's a sex scene going on.
Awkward.
I can't. I can only have one ear cup on because I got my other earlobe pierced. A week ago.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a bit strange.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get that. Yeah, it's always weird. If you're watching something and there's with a parent and there's a sex scene. I watched.
I'm in a different room. I'm just hearing what she's listening to.
It's weirder if they've said, "Yeah, I've done that."
Yeah,
I'm here talking to you guys when there's like some sex scene and going on.
Yeah, no, I get that. That's a weird vibe. It's. I watched. What's it? David Lynch's Mulholland Drive. It has a lesbian sex scene. I watched that with my mum. I was just going, this is an arty film, and then the lesbian sex scene starts, and it's like, cool. I don't mind sitting next to my mum watching this. This is completely cool. Yeah, okay.
It would have been more awkward if she said, "Oh yeah, I've done that. It's fun."
Okay, I mentioned the last time I was on that my mum's a very traditional Baptist Christian, right? She watched 50 Shades of Grey the other day.
Oh wow!
And I don't think she really cared that much about it. Wasn't that bad or whatever. But it's very strange when she's in certain moods. I can watch whatever I want. But if she's if she's annoyed for some reason, if there's even sometimes the slightest bit of swearing or something, I can't watch it. I have to, put my headphones on, go on the computer and watch it, whatever.
Wow.
And you're watching 50 Shades of Grey, mother?
Yeah. Abigail's feeling I like this. Abigail wants to come over anyway because it's business. You are allowed to travel for work, and like I'm allowed to have a tradie come around to the house to do stuff. So yes, technically we would be within the rules if Abigail came over to do work on a computer. Yeah, maybe we will, because we're going to be in lockdown for a long fucking time. At least like another 4 weeks, and that's if everything goes well for the next 3 weeks. And that doesn't look like a great bet. No. Thanks for the sarcastic laugh, Fox.
I'm a ray of sunshine. If I'm like, this is not ending anytime soon.
No, it's not. It really isn't. Hey, look, I'm going to grab a couple of things. I won't be long. You kids look after yourselves.
I'll look out.
But yeah, I definitely felt the thing of replacing things with on your computer, because I had to fix mine recently. Like I still haven't fully reinstalled everything, and I got new CPU. I don't remember how long. Just before the borders closed between Victoria and New South Wales, actually.
Oh, yeah.
It said the CPU was in the depot in Sydney, and then the borders closed.
But isn't mail's allowed through? Surely.
Yeah, but like
but it takes so fucking long.
Well, I've seen my stupid laptop, which I hate. I want to throw out the window, has died. I think I can't. It wouldn't turn on this morning.
Yeah, that sounds dead.
Yeah, that sucks.
I've been using it in the bathroom a bit.
That might be the problem.
Yeah.
Just to watch videos when I've been taking hot baths.
You're not meant to use them near water. And
I know.
Watching videos, huh? In the bathroom.
Yeah. Okay, all right. Here's some of my age story for you, right? Okay. I have bipolar, and I went manic recently, and I was pretty much on my feet for most of 5 days because I couldn't sleep. That's why my feet and back are screwed up.
Okay, yeah.
And so for like 2 days when it got really bad, luckily I was quite in control of my mania this time, so that's been a good thing out of it. I for like the good half of like 2 days I spent in my bathroom watching videos on YouTube, just trying like in and out of a hot bath as I could take, doing light stretches on my lower back to just try and be able to function. So that's probably what did it. I don't care if it's dead. It's a piece of crap. I want to kill it with fire.
How long have you had it for?
I bought it last year for TAFE.
You could simply warranty.
I was dumb. I should have paid a bit extra money just to get that little bit more speed out of it, you know? Then I would have looked after it.
What about
when I'm manic, I can outthink a computer almost. And if it's a slower one, like not a flagship kind of thing, like I can outpace it. It's weird because my mind is racing so fast. So yeah, that's a bit about what's been happening to me the last 1.5
You're soldiering through it, man.
Sorry?
I said you're not letting it beat you. You're soldiering through it. So good job.
Oh no! Like it's actually been kind of fun. Anyway, like I'm one of the few people that's loving the restrictions that we have, not the lockdown. I got over that, but some of the restrictions should be lifted, but some of them I think should stay. Because to me, like I've been to Japan twice, and I love it over there. And to me, it feels like I'm kind of in Japan, but I'm in my hometown at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
The way all the shops. How all the shops are set out at the moment. So
okay.
That part of the restrictions I enjoy immensely, and also wearing a mask in public. That's brilliant. Getting away with it. I was going to wear my motorbike helmet down the street the other day.
Yeah, why not? That's a face covering.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, good thing you covered that. He's getting right back.
Anyway. I'll be back. I'm going to go get a drinky poo.
All right.
Okay.
Does anyone else want to join before I start making a video? I'll just put the link back in there if anyone's forgotten, because I'm setting stuff up, and so you're going to have to hold the fort while I make a video.
Okay.
Unless you want to hear me carrying on stuff while I make this.
Yeah, but what are you going to make? I at least want to know that. Okay.
Setting things up. Oh, that's completely wrong. I put my camera in a different place, and I thought, I think I've got it right, and like the angle is just like no.
Up your nostrils.
What's that? All right. I think that might be better. See, if I was rich, I'd have a camera operator and I'd pay someone to do this stuff, and I wouldn't be trying to do it all myself. Because when doing it all myself, when I do something wrong and I don't discover it till I'm trying to edit, it's like,
Whoa.
you know what? That's what's going up, because I can't be bothered doing it again. So everyone's going to get this really dodgy video I made because I can't be bothered doing it again. You know, I'm just arbitrarily making myself 2 cocktails. I'm going to fiddle with these tiny variations of volume that this person decreed, and my theory is there'll be no difference in the taste. And so then I'll say, so could people please stop saying something like 5/12 of an ounce? Just say half an ounce. That's really annoying.
Because the difference would only be a couple of drops.
What? 2.5 milliliters. That's the difference. And who can even measure 2.5 milliliters, for God's sake?
Next, I'll be saying 1/155th of an ounce.
I know. I mean, I know that a lot of these, and this guy's very good. A guy called Simon Difford runs this website, and it's very good. And he's worked in a lot of bars, and he takes a lot of trouble in balancing the things that are in the cocktail. But I'm like, come on, dude, a 1/12 of an ounce difference? I mean, for God's sake, what is actually going on there? Abigail says, look, a nurse can measure 2.5 mils. Yeah, I don't have a syringe. I mean, yeah, you know, I could do, if I had a syringe, you know, I could do a pull from a bottle and do that. Kilo Mac, that's half a teaspoon. Look, I've got this tiny little measuring cup. I can actually, so I'm going to measure it in this. I'm going to make 2 cocktails, and my theory is they won't taste any different to each other. So stop being so bloody precious. But I could be wrong, which would be interesting.
Are we doing a bit of science, are we?
Oh, that, yeah. It's not, it's science. So it's shaken, so I need my shaker. Okay. Shaker, I think I've got everything I need. What does it say I should have? Is it any bitters? No bitters. Okay. So if I'm going to leave you folk to maintain a conversation, I was thinking out of politeness, switching my microphone off, unless you want to make fun of me while I'm doing it. So maybe. But you'll be able to have a conversation if I switch my microphone off. But I don't know, what do you prefer, my mic on or off?
Either or.
I'm not fast.
Alright, I should get off my phone.
I'll watch the video eventually sometime.
All right. I'm just getting ready. We're going to chill 2 glasses. Nick and Nora glasses are sexy. I'll use them. All right, chill some glasses. Rightio, as Felix the cat would say.
Yeah.
Oh no, what did it?
Sorry, I just made you guys a bit of an echo.
Fill in my shaker with ice. Right. All right. I'm going to switch the speakers off, so I won't be able to hear you. But you can sort of see what sort of foolishness I do while I make a video.
Good to know, because I might be trying to make some content soon myself.
Oh yeah, well you'll see how many times I stuff it up then, and so
Yeah.
never be
Awesome.
never be afraid of stuffing stuff up. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry, I'm good at doing that.
All right, switching the speaker off so I can't hear you anymore. I've got to.
Theoretically,
I won't switch the fridge off. It's not that noisy. I play some music.
Theoretically, we won't be able to.
Right. Got to switch things on.
All right. So what have you been up to, Fox?
A lot of different things.
Yeah.
I've been mostly gaming.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What game is your main at the moment?
GTA 5.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
I've been in a roleplay server recently, and pretty much normally at this time, a small group of us would usually still be on.
What kind of role is it?
We basically.
G'day, cocktail lovers. How are you? So many challenges in the world today. That's a real possible long conversation when someone says, how are you? I hope you're okay. I will understand if you're not. I'm not okay is a perfectly acceptable answer. But I can't actually have a conversation. Comments or on social media, we could do that. But I can try to alleviate things with a cocktail idea. I'm always looking for ideas because what we're coming up on is Peruvian Independence Day. And why am I excited about Peruvian Independence Day? Because I like Peru's national drink, Pisco, which is essentially a grape-based brandy. And although there is apparently quite a heated fight between Chile and Peru about whose national drink it is, I think globally Peru's won the PR on that. So I'm going with, for Peru's National Day, we're going to have a Pisco cocktail. There's lots of choices. The classic is a Pisco sour, and that is a great drink. I do like a Pisco sour. There's a place here in Melbourne that specializes in them, and if we're ever able to go out again, I would enjoy going there for some Peruvian food and some Pisco sours. Stuck with making them at home at the moment, but I thought I'd make something slightly different. It's called a Pini, P-I-N-I, and besides having the Pisco, which is a brandy essentially,
it's bigger or a little one?
Brandy. The recipe is cognac, slightly special cognac.
I said earlier.
Look, I did a taste test. I do have
involved as well.
Cognac, and I have an Australian brandy, and I taste tested a couple of brandies side by side. The Australian brandy by a mob called Not Your Nana's Brandy. That's its actual name, which I love. It holds up against a French cognac, VSOP. So, you know what? I'm feeling patriotic. I could have done the cognac VSOP, but I'm doing the Australian brandy in this one. And I'm going to do a little comparison. I'd always intended to do a comparison. Initially, I thought, well, maybe I'll make one with cognac and one with the Australian brandy, see if I can taste the difference, see if I think one's better than the other. But then something else caught my eye. With this recipe that I'm following. It's from the Difford's Guide website, which is a very good site. Simon Difford's worked in a lot of bars, knows his drinks. He's just got a little bit precious with the measurements on this one. And something about that really annoyed me, honestly. He says, for instance, I'm looking at it here, for the brandy cognac part, he says 5/12 of an ounce. What the fuck? Why not just say half an ounce? Who is measuring a 1/12 of an ounce? That's 2.5
because by that point you're going for drops.
Okay, I get the whole mixology and the perfectionism, but really,
metric
1/12 of an ounce, you're going to make our life difficult and say, no, don't put half an ounce, put 5/12. What are you thinking? Maybe he's right. He clearly knows a lot more about mixing drinks than I do. Gonna give it a go. I've got this tiny, rather precise measuring glass. It's called the Mini Cook's Measure, where I can actually do the difference. I could do that 2.5 ml measurement I can do on this. So I'm going to make 2 peenies, and one will have half an ounce of brandy, and one will have
Then you'll be getting the
a
pipette
twelfth
out.
of an ounce of brandy. And see if they taste different.
I reckon this could be hard to measure through. You've got to overshoot it.
Or undershoot it.
Yeah. And then to get him, I just think it's really tedious.
Yeah.
That's
Like I'm not really a cocktail person. Like, are you two into cocktails at all?
I've got a cocktail kit that I use occasionally.
Yeah,
occasionally, but I'm going to be out.
First up, obviously,
fair enough.
Pisco.
Like,
there
I'm
are
more
a
just
few
a
on the
beer
market.
person.
There'll be different ones
I
available.
do like some of
where
the
you
old
live.
classics, but I just need to
It
try
is
more.
a nice drop, and I weirdly, my accountant's Peruvian, and he has very definite ideas of what's good Pisco and what isn't. This is apparently an acceptable one. It's the one I could get. And even this measurement is a bit annoying, 1 2/3 ounces. That's 50 mils. But okay, so I'm starting with 50 mils of our Peruvian Pisco.
Oh, look at that pour.
Mm-hmm. No problems there.
You can tell he's done this a bit.
You think?
How long has he had the cocktail channel? Because I've only found out about it recently.
Only about a month or two.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, I've been watching.
Next
Angry
up, the brandy. I'm going to make two. I'll just make one on camera, and then I'll have them two side by side and do a taste test rather than doing so. It's a shaking cocktail, so this is all going in a shaker. So the official measurement from the Difford site is 12.5 mils of brandy.
Oh, ASMR. Hang on, wait for it.
I love the sound of a good cork pop.
The 23rd Street Distillery.
Where is my tobacco gone? Oh,
from Denmark, Australia.
There it is. Staring me in the face.
There's a couple of other small touches in this. First, 7.5 mils of a white creme de cacao. So lucky I have my fine measuring cup here. 7.5 mils going in the shaker.
Alright, is it going to be fiddly of these things?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Finally,
is
tiny amount
potential for comedy gold there.
Just 5 mils. I could probably eyeball that, but seeing I've got my fine measuring cup here, I'll go 5 mils of sugar syrup.
Fine measuring cup for a fine man.
Okay. Alright.
Does it say anywhere how many people are watching this stream on, what is it? StreamYard?
Not on StreamYard. You would have to
There's at least 8
find
people
that
on
out
So yeah, I'm very new to all this streaming stuff.
on YouTube.
We now shake that until our shaker's good and cold.
So he streams these on YouTube as well as Facebook and here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
YouTube's actually where most of us know him from.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. Like, but I get the dodgy notifications from YouTube. I don't get them. I get them from Facebook. It's pretty much just me by myself chatting to myself on Facebook when I'm watching it.
And I'm straining this into a Nick and Nora glass I've had chilling in the freezer.
Well, the time he goes on is pretty predictable.
Yeah,
about 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock Victoria time.
Second one.
Because
usually I just check.
I met someone at the pub earlier tonight.
Not much Pisco left. gonna have to go out and get some more.
He might come and watch it, so I might send him the YouTube link instead, where there's probably more chat and stuff.
Yeah.
50 mils of Pisco.
About that.
15 mils of brandy this time.
So this is the second drink he's making?
The second one?
Possibly
I
even
think he's just doing one.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7.5 mils of creme de cacao.
It's just a lot, isn't it?
Wait, what the fuck? What are you doing?
Is
Wrong thing. Screwed up everything. Okay, 7.5 mils.
7.5 mils of something else.
That's too much. Now it's not enough. That's fine. That's fine.
You get it? Good.
I missed most of that.
And
I'll have to watch it on the replay.
It's like too much. Takes like not enough.
Yeah, he needs. See, I told him he needs the pipette.
5 mils sugar.
Yeah.
Okay. Shake that.
I think half the problem is making cup isn't clear. Like you remember when you're a kid and you'd have the clear medicine cups. That's what he needs.
Yes.
Because he's using his metal one, he can't see it as well.
Oh, maybe I'll send him one. Mum's probably got 5 of them laying around somewhere.
Yeah.
All right. I'll be right back. Sorry to leave you by your lonesome.
Alright, go there. He's about to double his.
We have our 2 Peony cocktails. Unsurprisingly, they look exactly the same. I'm expecting them to taste exactly the same, but we'll see. I was going to try and do a blind test, get some help. I thought, I trust myself to be impartial and be honest about if I actually taste a difference. Of course, there's a subjective element. That means this is very unscientific, so maybe I'll do it again another day. Who knows? But this is the one with the strict measurements according to the Difford site, 12.5 mils of brandy. So I'll tell you one thing, it's a good drink. There is a good balance. There's a good balance in those flavors in there. And now the one that actually has a full half ounce, 15 mils.
Can you taste the difference?
I'm actually leaning slightly towards there's a noticeable difference. Maybe one more taste test. I'll be honest, I think there is a noticeable difference between them. It's not huge. It is not a huge difference. But if I'm being completely honest, I think there's a noticeable difference. And if there was something with a stronger flavor, like maybe if I'd made it with a cognac, it would be even more noticeable. But because it's essentially 2 different sorts of brandy in here. So brandy is the dominant flavor, and no, okay. I am going to beg Mr. Difford's. What do I want? I want his forgiveness. I was going to say his apology, but no, I need his forgiveness. I need an apology. It is a noticeable difference. The question of personal taste, if it's better, but there is no doubt that something as little as 2.5 mils difference in one of the ingredients, and it isn't even the main ingredient. There's much less of the brandy than there is of the Pisco. So even that 2.5 mils difference has made a difference in taste. So I shan't be quite so judgmental of master bartenders who have minuscule differences in the measures in their drink, because in a really well-balanced drink, even that smaller difference, like 2.5 mils, it's barely a splash of difference in there, but it makes a difference to the flavor. So I'll stop trying to pretend that I know more than someone who's worked in bars for decades and follow their advice a bit more in future. Either way, I will thank him for this is quite a good recipe. Very pleasant drink. If you like brandy, you'll like this drink. And if you don't like brandy, you might surprise yourself and find yourself liking this. I didn't realize I liked brandy till I started making cocktails. And some of my favorite cocktails are brandy based. So that was quite
I haven't heard, in case you couldn't tell.
But happy Independence Day, Peru. Enjoy your National Day. Please don't get mad at me, Chile, for taking Peru's side at this point. But I don't have a Chilean Pisco. I have a Peruvian one. So I've made the Pini for Independence Day. I have no idea what a Peruvian toast or Declaration of Independence will be. So I will leave you with cheers. Now switch things off and I'll come back.
Okay. Who would have guessed being that tedious about milliliters would actually make a difference?
Right.
Because, I mean, it was seriously so tedious.
Back on. Is that the right speakers? Is anyone still there?
Hello.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Cool. Couldn't hear you.
I was just going to say, who would have believed that much being that tedious about it, about the milliliters, would actually make a difference?
Yep. So Johnny dropped out and he's come back, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I had to admit I can taste a difference between them. I didn't do a very good job of describing what the difference was. It's like, I think. I think the one with the 2.5 mils less is a bit lighter. Because I think
that makes sense.
I think Pisco, although it's a brandy, is a milder taste than a lot of cognacs and brandies. So even a little bit of a stronger tasting brandy is noticeable. So Abigail has pipettes at home if you want to be really precise.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was suggesting.
Wow.
Pipette.
Yeah, that's getting very precise. Well, this, where did I put it? Yeah, this has 5 mil gradations, so it's pretty easy to get 2.5 mils. Just put it. Oh, Abigail's going to join us. Hang on.
Oh, Abby.
Abigail.
Hello.
Abby.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Awesome. Hello.
Hello.
So that umpteenth of a tiny amount made a difference. That's all I heard.
You can taste the difference. Yeah.
Wow.
So I mean, I don't know what's in this one.
What was it? What was the secret ingredient?
Brandy.
Brandy. Oh, brandy's got a really strong taste, so no wonder.
Yeah. This is an Australian brandy. How do they describe it? Old Chardonnay barrels don't die. Some go to heaven. Maturing this elixir that blasts brandy off its doily and into the present millennium. Toasty oak notes unite single and double pop distillation characters of vanilla, honey, apricot mixed with irony. There you go. I just think if I smell this one, maybe it is. Yeah, like they're saying it's been matured in wine barrels. Maybe it's that. It's good though. This is a good brandy. I love that they call it not your nana's brandy, but
Yeah, I want it just for the name.
yeah, I'm a sucker.
Yeah.
I haven't drunk brandy in a long time, and I kind of miss it. Good brandy is worth it.
If you come over for the computer,
yes,
Yeah.
I'll mix a drink or two while you're here, because
I want to know if you have a cocktail recipe for Tranya.
I've
What's
never
that?
heard of that.
Tranya is a drink from Star Trek, from the original series.
How do you reckon that's spelt?
Traya. Tranya. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait, what's the hell's happened to my bloody laptop there? Tranya Star Trek cocktail. I bet someone's got a recipe for it. Yeah, there you go. This one suggests orange juice, lemon juice. Oh, for God's sake, that's a mocktail.
Oh.
I don't completely encourage people not to
Don't
drink.
mock me.
Geek Food Star Trek. What's this one? This is a Pinterest one.
I'd imagine it'd have orange in it somehow.
Yeah.
Because it's a very orange drink.
Yeah. This one says honey, lemon juice, lime juice. Okay, everyone seems to want to make a non-alcoholic one.
So I would imagine orange and honey because it was supposed to be sweet. But I would probably put like gin or maybe vodka, but probably gin. I can imagine it being a gin cocktail.
We're going with gin
for the win.
Yeah.
Gin.
I'm not usually a gin drinker, but I just can't imagine vodka in Tranya. I don't know why.
Yeah. No, you want
It's
something
supposed to be sweet, so
Curzon Dax was a fan of the drink. There you go.
yes.
Oh, here you go. Someone's got Quark's Bar. Okay. This will be it. Quark's Bar.
Well, if you can make a Cardassian sunrise, you're a master mixologist.
What is that? Kardashian sunrise.
A
Is it as big as their
Cardassian.
ass?
No,
Oh,
not Kardashian. Cardassian.
I'm disappointed now.
They're a race from another race from Star Trek.
Okay.
Right, okay.
This one has for Tranya coconut rum, schnapps, peach schnapps, amaretto, cranberry, pine. Okay.
Peach snaps. What a great idea for Trent. Yes.
I don't
I
actually
don't know about coconut, but
yeah. I've actually got some coconut rum that I've been. Okay, this would work because I've been infusing this with blood orange peel. This is actually Malibu coconut rum drink, and I'm using it with fruit peel, so it'll be an orange color when I finish infusing it as blood orange. So I reckon I'll make my own, but you do this. As you say, it should probably have orange juice because it's an orange drink. So
peach schnapps would go well with it.
Peach schnapps or peach.
I'll bring you some. I'll bring you some when
you can bring peach schnapps then. Instead of amaretto, I'll use the MAC, the Australian macadamia liqueur. This one says, put a few juices. This is maybe cranberry, pineapple, and orange.
Cranberry? That'd turn it red.
It would, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe just pineapple and orange. So
that sounds
between them, what was this non-alcoholic one again? What juices did they say? Just lemon, lime, and orange. Maybe that.
What about lemon lime bitters?
Yeah, some bitters is often a good thing to put in a drink, actually.
Yeah, I meant just bitters, actually.
Yeah. I've got like 10 sorts of bitters here, so it's a thing.
Ooh, 10 sorts of bitters, aren't we fancy?
I know, right?
Oh, yeah.
I have 2.
I don't have any.
Regular and orange.
Oh, yeah.
That's the if you've only got two, those are the best two to have, Fox.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Good to know.
I was out with someone at a bar and they're going, "Oh God, this bar's a bit try hard. Look, they've got about 6 sorts of bitters behind the bar."
Have you seen a great collection?
And that's a sign of quality.
Yeah.
How many have you got?
I said 10. I'll actually count them.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, I've got 12. I've got 12 sorts of bitters.
Yeah. Well.
So this person who thought the bar was a bit wanky because it had 6 bitters, I was like, no.
Yeah, double wank.
Oh dear. So yeah, okay, we'll come up with a Star Trek cocktail.
Cool.
Yeah, this is the bitters that I have. Australian Bitters Company Aromatic.
Good. Yeah, if you've only got 2, aromatic bitters and orange bitters is a good choice. The other one possibly is what they call a Creole bitters. The most famous is called Peychaud's. Yeah, there are a lot of drinks that call for orange bitters. So if you're only going to have 2, aromatic bitters and orange bitters is a really good choice. But yeah, also for folks who don't drink alcohol, a bit of bitters in any sort of soda-based drink is really nice. The famous one, the pub ones, lemon, lime, and bitters. It's like soda, lemonade with lemon juice and or lime juice or lime cordial or whatever. It's a really nice drink.
Weekly lemon
alcohol in it, but because you only put a dash or 2 or 3 in, it's so diluted over the drink, it actually legally doesn't qualify as an alcoholic beverage. It's like 0.01% alcohol if you make it. But
Wow.
I've never been a fan of bitters, I gotta say.
but that's okay. It's no taste.
Bitters. Do you remember that time I had that shot of bitters?
That was your fault. We were both doing shots of bitters that we talked each other into doing shots of bitters.
Yeah, I mean it was. It's only quick, but it was like.
It's pretty intense.
A shot of bitters. I would give that a go. Has anyone done the so-called man shot of tequila?
Oh God, what's that?
I did it with my friend when he
Is that just a shot of toxic masculinity?
pretty much. So what it is, you get your shot of tequila. What are you're supposed to do the salt first, right?
Yeah.
Tequila. So yeah, you snort the salt, take the shot, squeeze a lemon in your eye.
Oh!
Okay.
I did that in the middle of a pub.
Yeah.
My friend's dad, he's quite a proper man, you know, and he just looked at me and just gone, "What are you doing, you idiot?" Because I was the only one that did it.
They trolled you, dude. They trolled you.
No, I trolled myself. It was my own idea because I'm an idiot.
That was much funnier than I thought it was going to be. That was very good. Because
that's up there with Steve-O snorting wasabi.
Yes.
I haven't snorted some wasabi, but I've eaten a big chunk of freshly ground proper wasabi in Japan.
Yeah, that'll test you. Eating a big chunk of wasabi will test you.
It definitely clears out the sinuses.
Yeah. Well, if I remember rightly on Jackass, when they all started snorting wasabi, it basically made them vomit.
Yeah. Straight away, yeah.
They were throwing up, yeah.
Yeah, not good.
Something wrong with those people. Although Steve-O is now a vegan and he owns a chain of vegan restaurants.
I mean, he's doing really well.
I almost got to meet him about 10 years ago. I was in the States staying with my friend Corey, Mr. Safety, who was one of the early YouTube stars. And we were just hanging out. And I was actually staying at his place. We were hanging out and he got a call because he knew all the Jackass guys. And Steve-O had called him and said, "I've had a skate ramp in my lounge room for a really long time. And I was like super drunk and high when I put it in."
Oh, yeah, I know that story.
And it's like, it's obviously a bad influence on me. Can you come around and help me dismantle it and get it out of my live stream? And we almost got to meet Steve-O, but it didn't actually happen. So
his YouTube channel is really good because he's been sober for like 10 years now. And he just talks about all the stupid stuff he used to do, how he keeps himself well, doesn't relapse and all that. It's a really good channel.
Sounds good.
I have a very personal kind of connection to Jackass because I was a teenager when all that came out. I didn't do any of the stupid stuff, but it was so much fun back then. But you wouldn't be able to do stuff like that anymore.
The liability side of it is a bit. Yeah,
exactly.
Oh, yeah.
When it came out, it was literally it was like they were.
Although they are
They were young Gen Xers. And it was like my generation. And there's a thing we said, hey, wouldn't it be funny if you got in a shopping trolley and went down a hill? And we'd never do it, but we'd say it. And they just started doing it. All the stupid shit you say when you're drunk or high, they just started to do it.
Pretty much.
They made a fortune out of it, but damn, the health complaints nowadays.
Johnny Knoxville.
Johnny Knoxville. He had he almost lost his wang from a motorcycle accident. He tried to do a backflip.
That's not always.
He
had a catheter for ages.
Yeah, he popped his eye out. Like he broke his bone, and his eye popped out. And they shoved. And he says even today, a knock on the head could pop his eye out.
Yeah.
But the bone that holds it in is broken, and so he still got vision. Like it didn't hurt. His just eye was hanging out with its fucking optic nerve.
Well, apparently, so apparently there's enough optic nerve that your eyeball can sit around there. So I heard the story. This guy got a metal shaving. He was a fitter and turner. And he got a metal shaving stuck at the back of his eye. So he went to the doctor, the specialist, and he had to he said, I have to pop your eyeball out. And it's like, no, it's fine. It's a local anesthetic. Just put these gloves on and hold your hand there. And he popped his eyeball out, and he was holding his own eyeball. While the doctor cleaned it out with a saline solution, and then he just popped his eyeball back in.
I'm going to have to.
But that begs the question: if you pop both your eyeballs out, right, and get them to face each other, all you see is just a giant eyeball.
Are you looking into your own soul?
Yeah. Oh my god. What would that do to your brain though? Because your brain's wired to give you binoculars.
You're gonna want to try.
You would just see a giant. It would probably be out of focus. It's really close, but
also, I don't think your brain could, even if just like an eyeball popped out, your brain would have trouble processing it because it's
you'd get dizzy. You couldn't blink. You couldn't even close your eye. You can't help it.
Thanks for that one. That was a lovely story.
You're welcome.
Anyone else hungry? Shatters. I'll just more beef jerky.
When I was in Japan, a friend of mine stole the eyeball of a fish on me and wouldn't let me eat it. It was her favorite part.
Okay.
I ate a lot of weird things in Japan. It was great.
I know Belle in the chat wearing your real
hey Belle.
Your real man's vodka tequila shot. She figures that's just good for your sinus to bloody.
No, it wasn't. It was horrible.
No, what do they call it? Lick, sip, suck. That dates back to the 70s. Lick, salt. Do your tequila shot and then suck on a lemon cord. That was how they marketed tequila in the 70s.
Can everyone say hello to Bella for me? She's my friend.
Hi, Bella.
Hello, Bella. My cat is named Bella.
There you go.
Well, Bella. Or Tink. She goes by Tink as well.
Oh, that's fair.
Tink.
Yeah.
I think we're scaring Annette into like leaving with all this talk about.
Sorry.
Okay, if we can get off the eyeball thing.
Yes. Definitely.
I'm not sure if any of you know this, but there is apparently another Jackass movie coming.
No. Seriously? Like,
No,
aren't they in their 40s? And
Yeah.
No, they're in their 50s. They're in their 50s.
Yeah.
Some of them are
surely not. Surely it's
No,
going to be
apparently it's
team
happening.
or someone's going to die. Like,
Yeah. Like I think it's been pushed back probably because of COVID, of course, like everything else.
yeah, like everything.
yeah.
I do like
the one movie where they dress up as old people.
They do that a lot.
yes.
Why is you gonna look like that?
Yeah. There's one. I saw a trailer for it, and I've even forgot it. It wasn't the Jackass guys, but it was a very similar style of things. And
Dirty Sanchez.
they travel. It was supposed to come out this year. They're doing a road trip in America, so they've got a sort of fake narrative going along with it.
The Dudesons?
No, it wasn't one of the famous ones. Like the
It's a French film. Is it a
No,
French
these
film?
guys. No, they were American. They were a couple of comedians, and the idea was it was very much like the Johnny Knoxville Bad Grandpa stuff, and that they're traveling over America doing outrageous things and seeing how people react to it. So there's like a fake narrative that's going on, but they're just doing the public stunts to see how people react.
It's kind of like there's this French film. I can't remember what it's called, but these group of, I think it's like 4 or 5 guys. They are going to use the toilet and they cross the streams. They get sucked into like some other dimension, and it kind of then it turns into like Jackass with a storyline. My friend has seen it many times and he loves it. I need to ask him what it's called.
I do remember there was one particular French prank guy who was very famous. I don't know if it'll be him or if it'll be someone else.
It
this
could
guy
be.
was famous for really pissing people off. I
don't think with this movie, I don't think it was that bad.
This guy was wearing a snail costume and he was going across a pedestrian crossing really slowly. So the cars were all banked up and they were all beeping and threatening to run over him. And he's just going really slowly.
Oh, that is brilliant.
I love that. Amazing trolling. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll be right back, guys.
All right.
The old baby needs to suck ash.
Well, actually, we might be gone, Johnny. It's bedtime.
Is it?
Locust Trip
is school night.
You guys have to work.
Yes, I got work. Locust Trooper, are you there?
Yeah, I am.
Hey, man, how's it going?
Just in time.
Yeah, just all good, man. I just want to ask Johnny a question, that's all.
I think he's gone.
Is that? I think I recognize that voice. Maybe. Who? Anyway, ask your question.
Yeah, you got bipolar, right?
Yeah.
What was the most crazy thing you've done? Like, the most delusional thing you've done?
Okay, well, I'm not actually sure if I did this because when I get very manic, I black out and I lose time, like I'm extremely drunk.
Yeah.
Because I'm bipolar as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So I don't think you're the person. You have a very similar voice to a friend of mine. That's all.
That's all right.
So yeah, the first time that I went proper manic, I ended up in the psych ward in Bendigo for 9 days. And I was off my tree. I was manic as anything. I had no idea what was going on because it never happened to me before. And it was this period of time that I lost. I have no idea how long it was or anything like that. And I came to and I've looked down and I've gone, I'm wearing someone else's pants. I think I did a nudie run. I think I did a nudie run from my room to the little laundry thing they had, and decided to nick someone's pants. And I think it might have been this guy who I didn't get along with because I think I nicked his pants, which fair enough. If someone nicked my pants, I wouldn't like him. So that's the one that comes to mind. There's probably other ones that I can't remember.
I kind of like that as a wild but not particularly damaging thing to have done.
Well, I did nearly get beaten up in the psych ward because there was an Aboriginal dude in there, and I swear he had an issue with me wearing a white T-shirt for some reason.
Oh God!
And he was following me around. I was pacing, he was pacing, he was following me, and then he said like something about, I don't like the shirt you're wearing. So in my manic state, I just ripped it off, but I took it off, and I forgot that's a sign that you want to fight.
Oh
no!
Oh no! Jesus.
So luckily there were nurses in the room, and nothing happened. I just put my shirt back, and he got told to go to his room. I went to my room, and it was all good.
Well, even at bad psych wards, if anyone is threatening violence, they put him in like the lockup.
I think he got put in a little
padded cell or the
because
the lockdown ward.
I wasn't in the bad psych ward. I was in the acute, for 9 days.
I know what you mean. Yeah. I've been in there too.
Yay! Psych ward buddies.
Yay!
So,
mental illness. Yay!
Does that answer your question, Locust?
Yeah, that's a pretty good answer.
There's probably more that'll come back to me, or stuff that people tell me that I've done that I don't remember.
People telling you stuff. That's always Oh God. Okay.
It's always fraught.
Do you remember the time you did? No, I don't. Please don't remind me.
Yeah.
I know. I want to know, because then I have stories like this to tell.
Yeah.
So how are you going at the moment with your mental health, Locust?
Myself, so man. I'm going alright. I've got a business now, so that keeps me like active and stuff.
Good. That's I'm trying to set something up myself. Who knows what it'll be or if it'll work.
Yeah, it's good to have stuff to be busy. Yeah,
that definitely does help. So I think for me, my baseline for my bipolar is just a bit depressed. I think I've been like that since a kid until I finally got a diagnosis. The first time I went actually manic.
Yeah.
And then I get. Sorry, Andrew.
I was just going to say, late diagnosis. Great. Okay.
Yeah. I was. I think it was 27.
Yeah.
And So and I only get really depressed after a manic episode. So
there's usually a crash. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that to happen. I'm trying to prepare so it won't be as bad as what it has been in the past.
Good strategy, man. Good strategy.
Yeah.
Well, at least
anyway, I've got many other stories I'd like to share, but I'd like to do it when 80's on the
street.
Someone to compare to.
Johnny, have you seen this guy named Milltown Kid? He's like a American. He has bipolar. My God, like you should. He's really entertaining. He's had manic episodes about like 10 times.
Yeah, right.
About.
Is he on YouTube?
Yeah, he's on YouTube. He used to be a YouTuber back in the day.
Okay. What was the name? What was the name again?
Milltown Kid.
Milltown Kid.
Milltown Kid.
Thank you. I'll check that out.
Definitely got to watch him because he's definitely a medic. That one. He's entertaining. Oh, Andrew, by the way, man.
Yeah.
Good meeting.
Yeah. Good. All right. Well, I'm going to go to bed. So thank all you people for joining in. Thanks everyone in the chat.
Good night, everyone.
Night, guys.
Catch you again sometime soon. Bye.
Bye.